Turn the volume all the way up on my end. Okay, so this is going to be a reading for the sign of Libra. Okay. Let's go ahead and get started by cleansing the energy, resetting the frequency. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pull 2 divine doors for the sign of Libra. Okay. What's going on with Libra? What do they need to know at this time? We have palmistry. It says fortune, fortune and tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry. Listen to the notes of intuition. Picking up on someone who's intuitive, who has gifts. Tell me more about Libra. Libra. We have bless this space. Your sacred space holds the soul to bear. Palo Santo or sage will clear the air. That's funny. Air sign, Libra, clear the air. Okay. So next we are going to go ahead and pull a couple runes. I'm going to get my book in just a second. Give me just a second to find this, the symbol. I'm gonna go to this book, it's a lot quicker. Okay, so we have constraint, which is need, necessity, constraint, cause of human sorrow, lessons, and hardship. However, it's in reverse. Okay? And then I know this one's for protection, but it's in reverse. And then this one, oh, yeah, and then this one is wholeness, which represents, and it's upright, which represents the sun, life force, and victory. Okay, so let's go to constraint, which is going to be 105. Okay, this is Nathes, and it's in the reverse. I mean, Nathes, this rune represents obstacles we create for ourselves as well as those we encounter in the world around us. So causing problems for ourselves and for other people as well. Both can be equally difficult to handle. The role that Nathes represents or helps you identify is your shadow, okay? Our dark, our repressed side, places where growth has been stunted, resulting in weaknesses that are often projected onto others. Don't take this world personally. So this rune is telling you to work with the shadow, examine that is in your nature that attracts hardship or misfortune to your life. But like I said, it's in the reverse. So with Nathes being in reverse, the reversal meaning is being a part of the cycle of initiation, okay? Nathes is the great teacher disguised as the bringer of pain and limitation. It has been said that only at the moment of greatest darkness do we become aware of the light within and come to recognize the true creative power of the self, okay? So, when something within you is disowned, that which is disowned wreaks havoc. A cleansing is required here. In undertaking it, you fund a will and strengthen character. Begin with what is most difficult and proceed to that which is easy. Or conversely, begin that with what is easy and proceed to that which is most difficult. Either way, remember that suffering in its original sense merely meant undergoing. Thus, you are required to undergo the dark side of your passage and bring it into the light. Controlling your anger, restraining your impulses, keeping your... Okay, so this is talking about, yes, diving deep into your like shadow. However, it's in reverse, and when it's in upright, it's talking about being in restraint, causing problems for yourself and the other people around you. But whenever it's in reverse, it's talking about you initiating a cycle to change that. So you've already recognized the problem, you're working on fixing it, okay? So we have protection. Okay, so when protection is in the upright, but it's in the reverse right now, when it's in the upright, it means control of the emotions is like you're having trouble controlling your emotions. During times of transition, shifts in life course, and accelerated self-change. It is important not to collapse yourself into your emotions. the highs as well as the lows. New opportunities and challenges are typical of this rune, and with them may come trespasses and unwanted influences. However, being in the reverse, it says, be thoughtful about your health and do not add to the burdens others are carrying. Look carefully at the associations you form at this time. If you see fit to become involved with people who are using you, remain conscious of that fact and take responsibility for your own position. Then you can only benefit. And yet, regardless of whether your enterprise prospers or suffers, do not be overly concerned. You may not win, but you will never lose, for you can always learn from what takes place. Temperance and courtesy are the sinews of this rune's protective powers. Okay, so taking responsibility of the part you play in when it comes to conflicts, burdens, things like that. It's kind of like, you know, you sting me once, okay, you sting me twice, you know, shame on me the third time. Like, you know, if you didn't do anything, it's just like viewed upon as something negative, like you're not standing up for yourself, or you're just going to let people walk all over you. The last one is wholeness, and it is in the upright. Okay, this is Sawulu. Sawulu stands for wholeness, that which our nature requires. It embodies the impulse towards self-realization and indicates the path you must follow, not from ulterior motives, but from the core of your individuality. I have some questions like I made to answer for Libra specifically, and one of them is core. So that's crazy that this came out. Seeking after wholeness is the spiritual warrior's quest, and yet what you are striving to become in actuality is what, by nature, you already are. So trying to be something that you already are, or searching for yourself when you're right there in front, like in front of the mirror. I mean, you're there, just like the answer. It says, become conscious of your essence and bring it into form. Express it in a creative way. A rune of this rune signifies great power, making life force available to you. Sawulu marks a time for regeneration down to the cellular level. Okay. Well, let's see what the cards have to say now. Okay, what deck am I going to use? What deck? Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what's going on with the Libra collective? We want to know what Libra is creating for themselves at home. So, not this isn't representing family. This is home, meaning like representing the first house, self. Okay, so what are you creating at home? home, Libra. Last shuffle. What is Libra creating at home? I don't know if I want to use, I'm sorry guys, I don't want to use that deck. I'm not feeling it. Let's see. I guess no. Why am I having such a hard time deciding what I want? Okay, maybe this deck. Okay. Sorry, guys. What is Libra creating at home? Alright, what is Libra creating at home? Okay. What is Libra creating at home? We have the Five of Wands in reverse, resolving conflict. So Libra is resolving conflict at home, like within themselves, getting any kind of, any kind of conflict, any burden, any situation. We have the World in reverse, so a hollow completion. So resolving conflict is actually finding a completion. Okay, resolving conflict about what, Spirit? At home for Libra. What are they resolving? They're resolving with the Judgment. Earned reward. So, at home, Libra is being rewarded for resolving conflict. And I'm strongly picking up family, even though I wanted this question to be directed toward the first house. Okay? Yeah, we have the Knight of Swords at the bottom. I'm picking up Aquarius vibes from this. I feel like there was a chaotic force that you were very conflicted with. Knight of Swords in reverse, which the Sun in reverse dampened your joy. But with the Eight of Swords in reverse, your confidence is returning. So something within your family or something going on at home that was very chaotic, and it was definitely a chaotic energy that just had you constantly wanting to belittle yourself, look down. It probably had you feeling like, am I even capable? And as I say that, we have the Eight of Swords, which in the upright is self-doubt, but in reverse, it is returning confidence. So now that your confidence is returning, I see you in the King of Wands energy, where you are dependably goal-oriented into controlling your emotions, with the Kings of Cups in reverse, because King of Cups in reverse is uncontrolled emotions. So I'm seeing that you're wanting to control your emotions, so that your manifestations can come through correctly and you can secure your abundance with King of Coins. I feel like there was some sort of regretful comparison that happened within this conflict that ultimately led to some sort of situation or chaos that was met at home. Okay, so tell me about what's going on with Libra and family. What's going on with Libra and family? And being that the King of Pentacles came last, this could have something to do with money, with that conflict. Okay. What is Libra working on or working towards when it comes to their family, or what's going on with their family for Libra? We have a reluctant change. This is the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords in upright is a much needed change, but in reverse, it is like being reluctant, being stubborn to change, or not wanting to change. This could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. When it comes to someone in your family being stubborn to change, or you. But with the Two of Wands at the bottom, I see you moving forward. You've been very patient, but patience has led you to success with the Knight of Coins. Okay, Spirit, why do we have the Six of Swords in reverse for Libra and family? Six of Swords in reverse for Libra and family. Okay, so the Six of Swords in reverse represents kind of like being slow to change, not like almost being in a like content place, or procrastinating. Something in you is holding you back from changing. And then the Eight of Cups in reverse comes, which is all about fear of change. So someone being reluctant to change, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and then there's this fear of change with the Eight of Cups in reverse. This may be this Queen of Pentacles in your family. Someone who feels like they're only at peace when they're abundant. But this person with the Five of Pentacles is experiencing a hard misfortune. And the Six of Wands is telling me they're falling from grace. Because there was an ending that was supposed to happen. And they resisted that ending. And they followed, meaning there was a change that they were supposed to make. But due to maybe pride or ego or what could it be? Jealousy or envy, or possibly having done something and like I said, that Ten of Pentacles had came out. If it has something to do with money, yes, the Eight of Cups is in reverse, but you see how it's stacked up? Maybe somebody could have stacked up some receipts in your family when it comes to you. And like I said, we have the Death in reverse, which is resisting an ending. Now we have the Six of Wands. This person, because they resisted, they're falling from grace. And now they're experiencing the Five of Pentacles. So this is a Queen of Pentacles who is experiencing this hard misfortune with the Five of Pentacles. Okay, that's family. What is going on with Libra at work? What's going on with Libra at work? What are they creating for themselves? What is Libra creating for themselves at work at this time? Or what are they working on? Hey guys. Yeah, it is. Ego is. And it could be something very, very hard to shake. It seems like ego is something that's just so bedded in the mind and in somebody's makeup, I guess you would say. Okay, what is Libra working on when it comes to their career, what they are creating? What are they creating for Libra? What is going on with Libra at work? You have the Five of Swords, a ruthless win. So this is conflict and defeat. So it looks like some Libras may have had some sort of issue where they were butting heads with somebody at work, or they so with the Seven At the bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. In the upright, it's like hidden deceit, but in the reverse, it's like self-deceit. It's like deceiving yourself. So there's some sort of deception about a Ten of Pentacles. There is some sort of deceit around instability within a family dynamic when it comes to money. But then we have the Page of Swords, somebody coming up with a solution and thinking very strategically. Okay. Clarify this Five of Swords for Libra at work. We have Temperance in reverse, which is reckless imbalance. So ruthlessly win. So I'm getting somebody, let's see. Ruthlessly win and reckless imbalance. I feel like if any Libras found themselves in a situation at work, like, you know, where possibly your coworker may have said something to you, you know, across a few desks or whatever, and it really tipped you off or something, and it kind of got you out of your character, which caused some sort of imbalance. Stop, puppies. Yep, because it says, even with the two, and it's coming out as the Two of Pentacles, work, money, finances. It says, reassess your priorities. Okay. So not handling some sort of, defeat, or someone being very ruthless correctly, which has caused an imbalance. Okay, tell me about friends and community for Libra. What's going on with Libra's friends and their community? We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, unfulfilled achievements. So I'm getting Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You may have a friend who's a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but someone Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, which is acquiring expertise. It looks like either within friends or some sort of community. Maybe someone had asked you for help, or maybe you were met with some sort of challenge, and you were unable to fulfill that challenge and make it an achievement. And then we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is, it's because you required expertise. You required, you received help. So with friends and community, people may be viewing you as someone who needs like a mentor. And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I'm getting that and this may have tipped them off to believe this, because there may have been some goals or some things that you were supposed to do that were unfulfilled, that were not met, that were not done. And we have the Devil at the bottom. Okay. What's going on with Libra in love and romance? What is going on in love and romance for Libra? We have the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords is like having a difficult decision to make, and having a hard, really struggling to make a choice. But with the Two of Swords in reverse, I'm sorry, in the upright, it's a difficult decision to make, but in the reverse, it represents you overthinking this decision, meaning, yeah, you know you have a decision to make. Yes, it's difficult to make. You're already thinking about it, but now you're really stressing the hell about it. And this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And you may be overthinking these choices due to the Nine of Wands in reverse, feeling some sort of feeling drained and defeated. But we're about to see. Okay, clarify the Two of Swords in reverse for Libra in love. What's going on with Libra in love? We have the Ten of Cups in reverse. Emotionally incomplete. Ten of Cups in reverse is, in the upright, it's all about happiness, love, family, completeness, love. In reverse, it's emotionally incomplete. And then it looks like Libra was stuck with some sort of two decisions to make, but it seems like you are overthinking this because these two choices or these two options that you have at this time, you may feel like are not emotionally like ready, or due to you overthinking can cause you to be emotionally incomplete, but I don't think that's the case. Yeah, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords in the upright, thinking strategically. That's not the case. And then we have the Hangman after that, which is a rewarded sacrifice. Okay. So, creation. What is Libra working on at this time? What are they creating? On their off time, on their me time, on their time, what, or any kind of hobby or specific goal other than work and family and love? What are they creating for Libra? We have the Star in reverse. So the Star in reverse represents like it's like an opportunity not really being favored, I guess. Gemini, Libra, and the star card is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So it looks like with the Page of Wands in the upright at the bottom of the deck, you have been planning very quickly on some sort of project. Excuse me. Okay, no, this is about some sort of romance. So, this is about some sort, well, hold on, let me clarify it. Clarify the Star in reverse for what Libra is creating, what they're working on. The Hermit in the upright, which is like soul searching, introspecting. Maybe they're really maybe they're really starting to prioritize their and really see what it is that they truly want. Because it looks like some sort of opportunity that you had some sort of faith and hope for is deemed to be not a good one, and I see that you will be faced with misfortune and hardship if you do go that route. Okay. Hush, puppies. Okay. How is Libra helping the world with their gifts? Hey, quit chewing on my shoe. No, no. No. Don't you do it. What, you? Libra, how are you helping the world with your gifts? How is Libra helping the world with their gifts? We have the Four of Swords by, I mean, this can represent like somebody has earned a a good rest. In reverse, it represents like a dreadful, hey, a dreadful burnout. But in the upright, it represents, chew on my shoe. I'm sorry, guys. I can't reach them. They're too far away. I have a spray bottle. But I can't. Hey, that is enough. That's enough. Y'all, hold on, guys. I'm sorry. They're making too much noise. I'm sorry. I hope I didn't show my stomach. Here. Here's a treat. Alright, take a treat. Take a treat. Trick or treat. Where's the other puppy? Come here, puppy. There you go. I'm missing a puppy. Oh, there you are, big girl. Okay. Okay. No. I already gave you one. It's right there. Okay, so the gifts. I got like a piece of hair on my lip. Thanks for the smiley face. Oh. So the Four of Swords, gifts. How is Libra helping the world with their gifts? By staying well rested and avoiding grandiose temptations. Clarify the Four of Swords. How is Libra helping the world with their gifts? We have the Lovers in reverse. By putting this choice to rest. This lovers duo, by putting it to rest and not giving it any more energy. Another way Libra is helping the world with their gifts is by their traditional thinking and their intuitive compassion that they have. And we have the Ace of Swords, which is, that's correct. Also by possibly holding back from a King of Cups at this time. Okay. All right. What's going on with Libra at their core? I'm just getting general energy, guys. I'm not really going deep into it. I can't make this video too long, even though it's already getting close to an hour. Okay, core represents ancestors, spirit guides, your soul tribe, your angels, your sister circles, sisterhoods, your gods and goddesses, the fae, angelic beings, ascended masters, your higher self. Okay, as I say that, we have the high priestess at the bottom. What does your spirit tribe want you to know? We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is patience, like take it slow, take it easy, one step at a time, because we're not working on building something quick and have instant gratification. We're looking for something that we could have for long term, okay? So a long-term investment. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, holding tight to your security and instability. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. What else does Spirit want Libra to know? We have the Strength card. So this is just represents unquestionable confidence. They probably want to applaud you on your strength. Hey. When it comes to you being patient and acquiring success. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, this just represents you being grounded in your reality. So they're wanting to say that you have unquestionable confidence with being grounded in your own reality. Meaning you see right through the illusion. What else does Libra's ancestor spirit team want them to know? That you're very generous and you're very giving during times of hardship and misfortune. Okay. What else does Libra's spirit team want them to know? Their ancestors want them to know. They want you to know that this is the Queen of Cups, but this also represents it represents Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, and Gemini. And it represents your spirit team wants you to know that you're very intuitive and you're very compassionate whenever it comes to your intuition and sharing it with others. That's why you are receiving the 9 of Cups. Your wishes are being granted. Yeah. What else does Libra's ancestors want Libra to know? We have the Emperor in reverse, someone who's an ineffective leader, an ineffective ruler, and then that's clarified with the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, representing thinking strategically. We have the 4 of Cups, which represents somebody compared you. Somebody was comparing you. But they feel regretful about it. We have this Knight of Swords in reverse. This came from someone who is very chaotic. And with the World in reverse, I'm feeling like they possibly didn't feel like whole on the inside. That's why they were comparing themselves to you. They felt hollow. Okay. Ouch. Okay, let's see. I was going to ask those questions, but I just don't have time to ask those right now. So we are going to use this deck. My hair's getting in my way. Okay. Okay, what is going on? What does Libra need to know at this time? And then we're going to pull a few sticks. And I'm like thinking in my head, I usually go a lot deeper, but I just kind of wanted to get an idea of the energy because so much change is coming for all of us, all the signs. And it's going to be neat to see close to the end of October how the energy is going to change from now to then. What's going on with Libra? What does Libra need to know at this time? There's some sort of disagreement. Okay, what else does Libra need to know? We have sacrifice, but it flew out in reverse. So some sort of sacrifice. So there was a disagreement about possibly you making a decision to not want to sacrifice yourself to something. It could be anything. And this is something that you thought hard about before you got involved with the hangman. And then we have the trickster, because you were able to see the energy for what it was. And that if you were to have made that sacrifice, and if you were to have agreed instead of disagreed, you would have been making a huge risk. Which would have thrown you off your path, your journey to wealth. But not just monetary wealth, spiritual wealth. And wealth and knowledge. It would have been a very foolish decision to make of you if you were to have agreed to I guess settle. Okay. I opened it up and we have somebody with a whip, a sadist. Hey, enough. Okay. So let's pull a few. Stop! Stop! I love y'all, but please stop. Please. They're so bad. Divine protection. Spirit saying stop. Okay. This is my Halloween head, the crown. The crown is usually where we channel spirit. The crown chakra helps our intuition. It helps us foresee things that are to happen in the future. It's where we receive messages. So I thought that was pretty cool with all these coming out of the head. So, okay. Hush. Hush it. Let's go with Libra. We have siblings. So if you have any siblings, this could possibly relate to you or something about someone's siblings. And then we have the goddess Athena. You could be working with her. Or maybe your name is Athena. Hey, shush! You're just walking around parking. Okay, we have an obsessive lover, and it says dangerously in love. This could be for you or someone you know. It says their mission is literally to destroy what you have because they can't have it. Entitled. Could be an earth sign. Something about the month of March. And having control. Someone has a sidekick. It could be this earth sign. Who possibly controls this obsessive lover. Or it goes the other way around. What's going on with Libra? It says keep quiet and keep your business to yourself. What's going on with Libra? Someone is jealous, envious, they're gaslighting you, and they're working out of their ego. What else is going on for Libra? It says they're with the bullshit. What else is going on with Libra? Oh, it says you're beautiful. What else for Libra? So we have March and we have September. So something about March and something about September may have been significant for you guys. It says stop giving it any more energy. Just by acknowledging it, they begin to gain your power. I'm just going to get a couple more, Libra. It says someone in your face is deceiving you. Libra. It could be a Pisces. Karmic masculine. We have imposter. Something about somebody's taxes. Says make an offering. And I'm getting that as like an offering to your ancestors and your spirit guide and your spirit team. So that's what I got from that. Let me see something. What else is going on with Libra? It says you need to let go. Let go and let God. What else is going on with Libra? It says growth of energy. Your energy is growing. What else with Libra? And then you see that I mean, I know you see the eggs, so it says growth of energy, but see this sword? It makes me think of air sign, which this is a reading for Libra. We have protection. And each one of these cards actually contains a sigil. We have resilience at the bottom of the deck, and confidence. I feel like when someone is extremely resilient in fucking up your day or whatever, I feel like you have this sort of confidence within you that just kind of doubles down on that resiliency that allows you to defend yourself. Once again, the sword, cut ties, and have a blessed day. Literally. That's funny. You're starting to navigate through change very easily. And I see that you're going to have financial security. Okay. Whoa. All right. Let's see, is there any other deck? I have so many decks, it's getting very, very early, and I've got to bring my youngest one has a field trip to go to today, so we are going on a field trip. So I hope everyone has a blessed day, and oh, you're so sweet. You're the coolest. Getting ready for the day, huh? Yeah, I'm fixing to go on a field trip with the little one. The field trip is like about an hour away. So of course you do it for the kids, but I will most likely be bringing a tarot deck with me, so I can work on some other signs while I'm out there if I have any spare time. But I do hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and it treats you well and you treat others well, and yeah, I hope everything falls in your favor. Alright guys, I'll see y'all next time.